Hello everyone! Because it has been so long since I last told y'all about myself, I wanted to do a brief reintroduction. You can call me Sid, Sydney, drawing stuff, or any creative nicknames that you can think of. I'm in college right now for mechanical engineering with a studio arts minor. My goal with engineering is to combine my skills in physics, math, and art to bring things to life, whether that be movies or amusement park rides. I unexpectedly transferred from one college to another at the beginning of this year, so I was very busy, which is why I didn't upload much this year. I play tennis for my school, and I've been playing since I was about 7 or 8. I played 3 on my first college team, and I played 1 this last year for my current team. So I'm very committed to tennis, which also makes having time to post videos difficult. Tennis season is during the spring semester, so I'm busier than typically. I grew up in Colorado and I've been skiing since I was about 2, so basically since I could walk, and I love the Colorado Avalanche. I've been drawing and making art for about as long as I've played tennis more seriously, but I've always doodled and everything. Fun facts and answers to questions. What's your favorite map? There's a really cool one called Dance Macabre, I think is how you say it, with Swift Paw and Bright Paw, and the art style and direction is really interesting and really cool, and I love that music. So what inspired me to be an artist? I kind of started drawing out of beef because when I was in 1st grade, one of my friends was like, oh, we should both draw dogs. And I was like, okay, sounds fun. And she was like, both our dogs look good, but mine is more realistic. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't let that stop me. And it was fuel for the rest of my art career, that I would draw the more realistic dog. But now I never really drew dogs that often. Which is kind of funny, it's just a funny story. How many OCs, personas/personas do you have? I only have 6 characters with designs so far, which are my main character Willow, the villain Lark, Willow's parents, Spring and Sparrow, the resident babysitter Cricket, and Sparrow's best friend Blossom. I think that I want to design Lark's cat husband next. His name hasn't been fully decided because it was originally Crow and I named him in middle school and I thought that was edgy and cool, but I don't really like that anymore, and I think I might call him Osprey. I feel like that's a cooler name, better name. On the topic of personas, I don't have a persona because I don't really identify myself with an animal character, and the cat that I use to represent myself is more of like an avatar because I can't draw people. I do think she's really cute though, and I designed her after myself with my hair color, eye color, and freckles. Have you read Wings of Fire? Yes, but only up through 1 or 2 books of the 2nd series. I don't know if it was the 2nd or 3rd book, but whichever one has Turtle on the cover, I have not read, but I've read everything before that. What inspires you to continue doing what you are doing? In terms of art, mostly, I just like that I can bring my ideas and stories that I love to life in my own way. And it's super cool to have something that I made and can touch or see, such as paintings or shrinky-dink earrings that I've made. In terms of my schooling and career goal, the same concept applies, because I love movies and books and theme parks and TV shows, and I feel like they give us a chance to look beyond reality and experience things that you couldn't think of and somebody else did, and things like that I just think are really cool. And with tennis, it's like something that I can do, that I'm good at, that I can work at, and it feels good to have that. And also having a team and everything is really fun. So for other athletes who may be younger than me, I want to say that sports can be hard and feel discouraging sometimes, but if you can just find your own groove, it's something that you can succeed at and enjoy as much as anything else. I struggled feeling like I wanted to play tennis at a certain point because constantly losing was discouraging, and the girls who play in USTA tournaments are often literally evil. But once I got to high school and I was competing with a team, it became more fun because there was other people who were playing the same opponents as me, basically. And then during my senior year especially, I spent a lot of time hitting on my own on the ball machine and everything, and it just kind of became a stress reliever. So if you are feeling discouraged with your sport, or you feel like it's getting too hard or too competitive, I think pushing past that point at the beginning of when it becomes more competitive and finding a way to make it something that you do for yourself, I think that that is good. I think that you should get through it, because sports are fun and they're a good way to make connections. Pendragon or Percy Jackson, probably. I didn't read a lot until like 2nd grade because I didn't really want to, and then my friends told me to read Percy Jackson, and that was like the first book series that I actually read, like the first full-length books that I read. And then, because they were coming out as I was growing up, basically I read them for my whole life, and I've reread them and reread them and reread them. So they're just really special to me. And then when I was in middle school, I was introduced to the Pendragon books by DJ McHale, and I think that they're great. Like, they're actually super well written. And then another book series that I really like is Maze Runner, but I can't, in good faith, say that they're actually that well written, because I don't feel like they are, but they're just really special to me because I read them at the beginning of middle school, and they were like the first thing that I was like, oh, I like this thing, and I really enjoy it and I want to share it with people, and nobody else read them, but that's okay. But the Pendragon series is super interesting, and it's not super popular, so like you can find it at secondhand bookstores and stuff, basically untouched, in libraries. Those books are like pristine, which is great. There's also a comic on Webtoon that I've been really enjoying called The Emperor Knight. It has really pretty art, and it's super well written, and I find it really interesting. It's a very good series. You should check it out. How do you draw cats so well? First of all, to who asked that, that's very kind of you. But also, just a lot of practice and doodles and looking at other art styles that I really like, seeing what I like about them, translating them into my own art. I don't know. Just some technical aspects like line weight and shading and colors and those things, color theory, have also helped. Do you prefer traditional or digital art, and why? I enjoy both pretty equally now. I think in my last Q&A I definitely said digital because I hadn't done a lot of traditional art really, like full works of traditional art. But going into college, I took 2 painting classes my freshman year, and I took a mixed media drawing class this last semester, and I really enjoyed both of them. And I found that I actually really like oil paint because it reminds me of digital art, but backwards almost, because with the old master's technique, this is what we were taught, but you work from the shadows up to the color, so it's almost backwards, but you work in these really thin layers that makes it feel like you're just adjusting and adjusting and adjusting until you get to the top, and then you get to add thick like highlights and stuff, and that's really fun. And the colors are just like beautiful, and also mixing paint is fun. I don't really enjoy doing like graphite art, I guess, like realistic graphite art. I find it to be boring and frustrating because I can't ever get it to be that dark or that light, and it just kind of gets all smudgy, so it doesn't make me very happy. My least favorite traditional medium that I've tried is charcoal because it's super messy and it smudges everywhere and it's just awful. It's not fun at all. Graphite is better, but not great. Are you participating in any maps right now? Kind of, because there's one map called Barricades, and I think it needs more participants, but I'm not sure if it's fully being pushed to the finish line, you know? But I do want to finish my part, even if it's just for me, because I've been working on it for a really long time, and occasionally I'll do like a live stream of me working on it. So if I kind of want to plan specific times to do those, but I don't know how easy that is. So if you do see that I'm live streaming, you can drop in and say hi. Now I'm going to answer some questions from my old Q&A as well. Do you play musical instruments? No, and I'm thoroughly impressed with anyone who can. Do you like drawing better than animation? Yes, because I still have not found a program with animating capabilities that I can actually use that's like free and doesn't take up a ton of space. I have a new computer that I had to get because my old one has very little storage and very little capabilities. My pen is not compatible with it, so I'm trying to figure that out. And I might get a new pen and I might not, and I might just give up on animation and continue with just drawing. Do you do any other kinds of art? I'll put some of the non-drawn pieces that I've made on the screen, but as I said, I really enjoy oil painting, and I've done some really cool ceramics. And with ceramics, I actually don't like wheel throwing because it kind of hurts my back and my wrists, so that's just like a little bit frustrating. What's your favorite thing to draw? I really enjoy doing character designs because I can mess with the shapes and colors and like the hair and the eyes and all that to like really try and get the character that I want to show with the design. Who is your favorite warrior cat? I haven't really even read any of the Warrior Cats books. I never finished the first series, which is kind of interesting considering that that is what a lot of my channel seems to be based on, is the Warriors books, even though I haven't really read them. But in the books that I did read, I really like Yellowfang because she's like just a grouchy old lady, and I think that's great for her. My favorite food is sushi for sure. Still, I don't know, it's just delicious. And steak, of course. Like a good grilled delicious steak is like amazing. My college cafeteria is ranked really high for food, so all of our food is really good there. But one thing that they make that's really good is called chicken mulligatawny soup or stew or something. It has like apples in it. It's like a curry based soup, and it's so good. It's like my new addiction. Whenever they have it, I will be eating multiple bowls of it. Favorite color? My favorite color is a nice crispy red, but I also really like most purples because I just think that they're pretty. But like bright, pretty red is definitely my favorite. Finally, I just wanted to say thanks to all of you who bear with my super inconsistent uploading and slow pace of work. It's difficult to post videos constantly because of all the stuff that I do, but something that I want to draw your attention to is the community posts, where I try to post photos of art that I've made, new profile pictures, things like that. I'll definitely make more. I want to make more videos where I talk about shows or books or movies that I really like and or my characters. I want to live stream 2 to 3 times a month, hopefully. If you do drop into a live stream, just say hello in the chat so that I know you're there, and I'll try to talk to more than just myself, because mostly I just kind of mumble to myself because I don't know what else to say. But anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy whatever's left of the speed paint, and don't forget, hydrate or dihydrate.